I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains, North Carolina. Today, God, this is cool, man. This is a nice soldering iron station. I've been using like ancient Radio Shack soldering iron setups for ages now. Not able to get replacements for it, and I came across this and decided, you know what? It's time to upgrade anyway. I am not an expert when it comes to soldering, but I do tinker a lot, and both for automotive and for CB and radio related stuff. I like to build projects, stuff like that. And I am considering building a computer from scratch as a winter project, kind of like putting together a puzzle, but for adults. This is the 926 LED version 2. It is temperature adjustable soldering iron station, and it looked pretty cool online, so I picked it up. Let's take a look at it, and we'll see what we got here. Important safety warnings. That sounds very important, so I'll have to go through that stuff, and it's probably just saying, you know, don't leave it plugged in, whatnot. And then we have our parts list. Cool. Operation, maintenance, troubleshooting. Cool. And then let's get out our main unit here. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to start pulling it out. Oh, I like this already. Nice long cord. I'm just going to unbox everything here, and we'll lay it out on the table and set all the rest of it aside here. Wow. All right. So here's our main unit. Got a nice cord. And that's also got a nice long cord on it as well. That lives in there. And this, I imagine, some assembly required, looks like. Yep. So this goes with this, I imagine. Yep. Man, they definitely gave plenty of solder. Like I will say, they did not cheap out at all on that. So that's really nice. And then that bolts along the side here, it looks, I think as I recall, like along there. Very nice. Comes with the screws to install that, which I'll be doing here shortly. And then we also have a little sponge to put in there. And we also have soldering iron tip cleaner, which is good stuff. This is like a, you know, mildly abrasive. So this kit came with a lot of goodies, and then this is also unexpected. It came with 5 different types plus the one that's on there, so 6 little heads for it, for various types of work, cutting traces, you know, and then precision work here, and then everything through the mix there, mediums and larges and all the rest. Comes with a fairly nice point on there. Unscrew that to loosen it and replace it, and there we are. And then we have our Celsius or Fahrenheit on-off switch down here at the bottom, and the ability to crank it up if we need to, or crank it down if we need to. Let me go ahead and screw this thing on here, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. And what I'm going to be making today is not very, how do I put this? Not very fine as far as what it needs to be done, but I need some alligator clips soldered onto some wires, jumper wires, for doing projects here. And so that is what I'm going to do to demonstrate how it works, and I'll give you my opinion. So hang on. All right. So we've got it plugged in, and I'll tilt it up just a bit. This is going to be a little tough to get everything I want to get in all in the same picture here with y'all seeing it, but I've got it all plugged in, screwed in and everything, and I like it. So I'm going to flip this on, and you can see our lowest possible setting, 392 degrees. I do have it set to Fahrenheit. I can switch it over to Celsius. And then our dial here is going to bring those temperatures up, and let's go with 550. There we go. And it's slowly bringing it up to temperature, as you can see it rolling up, right? And it heats up pretty darn fast. So you can see it's already starting to heat up. I've got my tip on here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that back in there while I'm figuring this out. But what I'm trying to do here is solder this in here. All right, so what I'm going to be trying to do here is put a little bit of solder into that to hold that all in place. So let us see if we can do that. And the first step, I guess, and of course it'd be better if I could use my hands in the way that I want to right now, but because of the way that this is filming, that's going to be a little hard to do, but I'm going to try to show y'all. First you want to heat your area up, and then you want to melt your solder into the hole. Okay. Ooh, that's warm. We'll do the same here. We're going to heat this area up. There we go. All right. Now, you can adjust this thing. I can crank this booger all the way up. 800 degrees is pretty darn hot. You can see it's climbing. Then we'll put it right at 800. Or as close as I can get it anyway. My hands aren't too steady. That'll work. We'll let it warm up for another minute or two and see if it obliterates anything. 800 is a little hot for even this type of work, but I just want to show off the fact that this thing can do pretty much high temp and low temp items all at the same time without too much of an issue. Nice. It's warming up the wire rapidly, but it's also doing a good job. It is like 44 degrees outside this morning, so it's a little bit hard to get this stuff heated up that quick. But I'll tell you what, she has responded very quickly to the temperature change by cranking it up. It definitely worked. There you go. Nicely soaking in there, getting into all the spots. So there we go with a nice solder that'll hold it in place. That backside could use a little bit more. There we go. Very good. Cool. I'll wipe that off on there. Place it back in the holder. So that's it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to show. You either know how to operate a soldering iron or you don't. In this case, this soldering iron having the ability to have variable heat, and you can see it's going to take a lot longer to cool down than it did to warm it up, but it does start doing so immediately. Pretty darn nice if I'm doing really detailed work on, say, surface mounted technology, which I am not very good at with my shaky hands. This tool is certainly capable of doing that, especially with the extra fittings that it comes with. That real precision tip on there would be perfect for that. I like the fact that it came with that as well to clean it off. One other cool thing, I was reading the instructions on this that I liked because, you know, old people sometimes are forgetful. This thing has some kind of a sensor in it, so if it detects non-usage for more than 10 minutes, it shuts off automatically. And I'll tell you, that may not seem like that big of a deal, but honestly, you know, fires happen all the time, and there's reasons for it. We forget, we walk away. If this thing was left at 800 or 900 degrees, conceivably could melt through this plastic at some point and cause a fire. And so the fact that it has that built-in safety feature, I really like that. I really like that. So I guess that'll wrap it up. It's the model 926 LED version 2, and I like it. I've been looking to get something larger, something a little more precision, and something that has better tips than my nearly 30-year-old Radio Shack soldering iron, and this is it. And I can say that, boy, that amount of solder right there probably lasts me my entire life. And I do, you know, I don't solder every day, but I do maybe 5 or 6 projects a year that requires something like this. So I'm really happy with it. That'll do it, my friends. You have a good afternoon, and I will see you next time. Take care.